Yes, and that's on period.
Pull up, it's about to blow up. Show love, we coming and you know us.
It's a vibe and it's fresh on your mind. Breaking hot, top and slide. You know what we like, yeah.
Get up, you don't wanna miss us. In the mix, it's official.
It's official.
Big facts, no cap. Where you at?
Yeah.
It's time to kick back.
It's the mix.
Welcome to the mix, guys. It's so great to be back. I was out sick last week and I was so sad about it. I'm still a little under the weather, but I had to come back to the mix because we have a full show for you guys tonight. Now, there's a whole lot of money coming our way because the rapper BIA will be getting into the mix with us. And we're also going to be mixing it up with one of our favorite hosts from Complex, Speedy Morman. Now, how are my co-hosts doing tonight?
We're doing amazing now that you back.
So
Let's, baby.
we missed you. Okay, listen, we all know this though, but I just need to get into this first topic. There was new music release as per usual this weekend. Artists like Nicki Minaj, 21 Savage, Migos, A Boogie, and so many more dropped projects. And last night, even our boy Mooski dropped the remix of Trap Star with Chris Brown, A Boogie, and Young Blue. But guys, I'm just gonna name one project that I think dominated the J. Cole album. Let's get right into it, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say,
Can we please take a moment and give roses to the genius that is Mr. J. Cole for dropping this album. Like, it's been J. Cole in my house all weekend, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why, okay? For the last 3 years, I felt like I've been stuck in a trap house with the music that people have given us, okay? Like, I'm in the mindset of like money, drugs, cars, and phones. And finally, real lyrical content. You know what I mean?
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real quick, Anton. If you're feeling like that, then your rap catalog's not big enough. Because I don't feel like I've been in the rap trap house for 3 years. But what I will say is I felt like I was 15 again. I was 15 again. Bumping Beat Me Up Scotty, baby. Beat Me Up Scotty.
I knew you was gonna come with the Nicki. I knew.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize how much of a barb I was till she released this project. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm the girl who's 14, 15 on the school bus feeling like, yo, I can rap too. Like
Thank
Nicki,
you, Jazz.
Nicki is amazing. And I just want to say, she re-released a project from 10 years ago and became the best-selling female rapper worldwide in just 2 hours. This is just in 2 hours after her 2009 mixtape release. If this doesn't show you how much of a staple Nicki is in the female rap game, look, I don't know what will.
Man, people always want you to keep doing what you've already been doing. Nicki Minaj is an icon. She's a legend. She's a GOAT. And when you go listen to her music, you see that. Like you said, bar for bar, I'm a grown man. And Nicki, I could rap Nicki whole songs with no problem. That's how she really.
Yes, sir, Romeo.
Yeah,
Nicki
that's what we
Minaj.
like to hear.
You know, project I listened to and I actually really liked. We had The Holiday on here last week and he dropped, and I actually listened to his project and I liked it a lot. I literally talked to him after. I was like, oh my gosh, like this was amazing. I don't know if you guys listened to it, but it was really good. I definitely recommend everyone listen to it.
He has a song on there called Missed Calls that I thought was pretty dope. Yeah. And I must say, the Track Star remix, oh my God, I love it. Chris Brown killed it. Young Blue killed it. I thought it was really dope. So I was excited about that one.
I feel like Jazz is as excited as the same stuff that I am with the new music. I definitely heard the Track Star remix, and I feel like Chris Brown kills everything that he does. I don't know, like he just never misses. But, exactly. But guys, this summer is about to be real lit because more new projects are coming at us soon. Now, Migos label Quality Control just announced they're dropping Culture 3 on June 11th. And DMX's highly anticipated last album is set to release May 28th. And I think it's real cool that Lil Baby and Lil Durk have decided to push their joint album back out of respect for DMX. Now, Swiss Beats executive produced DMX's new album entitled Exodus 1-7, and he's released a track list. There are so many collabs on this track list, y'all, like Lil Wayne, Alicia Keys, Snoop Dogg, Moneybagg. Yo, I'm excited for that one. Nas and Jay-Z, just to name a few. Now, are you guys ready for this album? Like I am, because I can't wait to get into it.
Oh my God, this album is gonna be crazy. You know, Swiss actually just had a album listening party, and a lot of people that went to go see it said like they had tears in their eyes or really emotional, like hearing DMX after, you know, the sad passing of him. And I love the fact that like even after his death, we're still celebrating him and we get new music from him because we all were hurting when he passed. It was like royalty passed when, you know, when we heard the news about DMX. I'm definitely listening to this album.
Yeah, am I the one that think it's kind of dope too, like the old school versus the new school? Because I would have never thought I would have saw Moneybag Yo on a DMX song.
Yes,
what? But he is one of the hottest. He's one of the hottest rappers right now. So I am curious to see how, you know, that song sounds. But I'm definitely excited for the project as a whole. I always tell people my favorite rap song ever is How It's Going Down by DMX. So I'm very excited. Yeah, but Romeo.
Drake sampled that on one of his songs.
He did. He did. And all the Gen Zers, Jamie, thought that it was
Jamie looking like
it was coming.
They thought it was a Drake original, but I gotta come to you, Romeo, because a lot has happened since last week when we were talking to Tiny about, you know, her verses against SWV. So you mentioned that if Bow Wow was going to do a verses, it would only be right that it be with you for the culture. And I remember you saying you wanted to work with him and you gave him his roses. Well, Bow Wow has responded, and I know you guys have spoken. And of course, the media just twisted everything you said. So how does it feel to have your words twisted like that?
Man, it's nothing new. You know, this is show business. This is Hollywood. You know, it's crazy how the media ran with the headline, Romeo calls out Bow Wow for a versus, when my only intentions has been to celebrate Black excellence and the era on the same platform. Y'all know that. Go rewind the tapes. You know, from day one, it's been, let's give this man his roses. You know, give me my roses. Let's celebrate each other. But the crazy thing with this is, so much good is about to come because of these false narratives. That's the beauty of life. And that's what I hope the younger generation learns from our careers. You know, Genesis 50:20 in the Bible, you meant evil against me, but God used it for good. You know, so, you know, the internet's a crazy place. It's terrible. It's not good for your mental health. They'll have me thinking I'm trash because some of those comments be crazy. But I learned to laugh at it. A lot of people don't know me personally. I think they think I take things personal. But if I don't know you personally, I never take it personally. But me and Bao chopped it up. We're going to have some things coming. So everything happens for a reason. But yeah, man, it's about uplifting each other. So we got something cooking for real. But with that being said, okay, it's all love. Roman Bao is all love. 20 years of friendship. Y'all could throw it out the window. This is why people be at odds in the industry. Y'all want to see people fighting this and that. And I'm able to call him up. You know, that's a cool thing. Our whole career, while people was like Team Romeo, Team Bao, we'll call each other up and be laughing at things. But with that being said, we got to take a break. But we coming back with BIA in the midst. So keep it locked only on Fox. So
yeah, baby.
The devil.
Welcome back to the mix, you guys. So our first guest of the night is a platinum certified artist that's been blazing up the charts. She's been grinding and putting in the work to bless us with hit after hit. Her album For Certain has been dominating and is currently number 9 on the Billboard Heat Seekers album chart. Her single Whole Lotta Money has over 17 million streams, you guys, and it continues to climb. It's at number 18 on the Spotify Viral 50 charts right now. So let's welcome our favorite cover girl, BIA, into the mix.
Hey. Welcome.
What up, Miss B? How you feeling?
Feeling great. Like, look, I'm just so happy to be here. I'm so happy that everybody's loving a whole lot of money. So the energy is right.
Hey.
Period. Stop playing.
Listen, all day I've been singing, got a whole lot of money in this mother.
Okay.
Period, Anton.
I can't get it out of my head. That's a bop. That's a hit, girl. Right.
Hold on. I gotta stop everything. We got to start back from here because I just was gonna say I have to get into your nails. Yeah, let's get into the nails first.
Well, I was waiting for you to ask. It's so funny that you did.
But please. Okay, so I heard I heard your hidden talent is doing your own nails, which my nails need to be done.
Huh?
Like, do you do other people's nails? Because
It's so funny because I only do my friends' nails. Like if I'm like, we have like a sleepover, it's late at night, and my homegirls over, like my hairstylist come do my hair. I might gem her nails up for her. So
okay,
it's a little hobby thing that I do with my friends, or like when I'm bored, or like I'm never really bored, but I just obsessed with nails.
So you did your nails tonight?
Yeah, well, I did my nails the other day because I was just feeling like a whole lot of
Talent.
money.
Oh,
Yeah.
If we could zoom in and talk about this, it's baguettes right there.
yeah, get that.
Yeah. Please stop playing with her.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of money in the mix tonight.
If you break a nail, that's some money on that one of them nails, okay?
But I could fix it because I did it. So
my thing is, people don't understand the talent it takes to do nails, let alone your own nails. Like the talent is just out of this world, baby.
Wait, so what's the longest you've ever spent perfecting your nails?
Oh, girl, 24 hours it took me one time. I only got up to use the bathroom. It was
oh my God.
I spent 24 hours on a pair of nails. It was when I first learned how to do them.
Well, you said 24.
Yeah, like 24 hours. I was trying to learn. I was watching YouTube.
Oh my
Hey, that's dedication.
That's real good.
No, that's a disclaimer. It was in the quarantine.
Wait, so like I'm kind of embarrassed, but I hate getting my nails done. So like I go to the nail shop and I just get gel because I don't want it to take longer.
Jazz,
than
put
30
it
minutes.
down, Jazz. Put it down. Put them down, Jazz.
But Jazz, let me save Jazz by just talking about Be a Single that's blowing up right now. Jazz, I got you. Don't even worry about it.
Thank you.
And let's talk about the fact that a lot of big celebs have been dancing to this track on socials, like Kylie Jenner, Lizzo, Cardi, and even Chelsea Handler, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. So how does it feel to have like a hit summer anthem?
This one for me is so special because this is the first song that I had that's going with no features. So for me, it's like, an artist thing. When you crack numbers like that on your own, it's like a different win. It just hits different. So I'm so grateful for it, man. God is good because I've been making music for a long time and I'm just happy to see it all come to fruition. Like it's a beautiful thing.
Now listen, on top of you having a hot girl summer anthem, your other single, Skate, just premiered yesterday as the official anthem for the NHL 2021 Stanley Cup playoff. That is huge for the culture. That's a huge win for the culture. Now I gotta ask you, absolutely, how does it feel being not only a woman, but a woman of color representing a sport that doesn't normally highlight hip hop culture?
It's so crazy because that was like the most monumental thing for my team. And it's a big win for my city because I'm from Boston and we're a big sports city. We get behind all our sports teams, but there's not a lot of, Latino or Black presence in hockey. So to have them collab with us on that, on Skate, and to bring some culture to National Hockey League was just like legend for me, like for all of us. We were like, this is a blessing. That's what you hope for with music, to bring people together, like cultures and, different people. So that's the biggest win.
Well, talking about bringing us together, are you going to bring all of us together headlining a tour? Please tell me.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm definitely trying to headline a tour like ASAP soon. I got a couple spot dates going on and some festivals coming up. So I can't headline a tour right now, but I'm definitely lining it up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to need some tickets, please.
Because let me say, I've seen that you've opened like huge arenas for Pusha T, Ariana Grande, J Balvin. I never know how to say his name. I'm so sorry.
J Balvin, he's legend.
Y'all know I mess up people's names.
You love it.
Kind of her thing.
Even off camera, like everyone who knows me knows I just can't get people's names right. But anyway, the point is you're adding Rolling Loud to the list. Coming out of quarantine, like Anton just said, you want to do a new headline tour, hopefully. Again, I want to go too. Give me that ticket, boo. Yeah. But what are you doing to prep for it? Because I'm not an artist. So like what goes on behind the scenes for that?
It's so crazy because I never really thought you needed to prep that hard for it until I had one show after quarantine that I was winded. Like I'm talking about Like, yo, my boy Aziz was like, girl, get on the treadmill and rap every single lyric on the treadmill before you go to that next show because you were winded. Like, and that's usually what I do. I do a lot of cardio and a lot of like box jumps and a lot of like treadmill stuff when it's time to go back on the road.
Yeah, it's a workout. That's what people don't realize about going on tour. You're not just going up there singing. It's literally a workout every show.
And I rest my voice too, because I have a raspy voice. So, you know, your voice takes a lot of toll when you out there doing the things I do.
Period. We love the raspy tone. Okay, so one of your biggest influences and inspirations is my girl, Rihanna. And not only is she the GOAT when it comes to music, but she is a businesswoman and entrepreneur with her makeup, skincare line, Fenty. And we just know that your face is always flawless, Bia. So have you ever thought about creating your own skincare makeup line?
Wow, I'm actually working on a makeup line right. Well, not a full makeup line, but some things that I love and use, like contours and some lips, and just things that are key to me, brows, because like I love makeup, but you know, I there's like those three things mean the most to me. So if I could just get those right and get my girls together, then that's what we're gonna do.
Coming
we
soon.
know you the cover girl, so you know you don't need much.
Right. Yeah, you know one thing I remember back in the day, I sent you a DM just uplifting you and telling you just keep going, and it's beautiful to see where you're at right now, because one thing I realized about your career, you always give praise back to God in your faith.
Yes.
And you know, you even touch on it in your song with Lil Durk, Same Hands. Even on your Instagram bio, you got your Bible verse right there. So I got to just ask you, you know, why is it so important to you to put your faith in your music? Because for me, people always be like, well, you're a rapper, you're in entertainment. It's not about being perfect. It's just about trying to be the best you. So why is that important for you? Because
I feel like, speaking for me and a lot of the people that I'm here with, like that I got here with, we didn't get here without that faith. So it's important that now that we're here, we still have that same faith and we still pay it forward. And it's like, you know, you can still sin and be God-fearing or have that respect for God. Like I talk to God all the time. Like I talk to God sometimes when you wouldn't believe when I'm talking to God. You'll be like, girl, talk to God. And I'm talking to God all the time. He doesn't judge us. You know what I'm saying? So like I just encourage everybody to have a personal relationship with God. And if you don't, like just go find some type of spiritual guidance, because you need it. And today, like we absorb so much. Like
man, you hit it on the head right there, because the one thing in this industry, when you become successful, people stop praying for the things that they actually achieve. But you don't realize you're gonna need God even more once you get here, because once you're at the top of the mountain, all you could do is go down. So, you know, definitely I take my hat off to you for always, you know, representing your faith, because we need this younger generation, and we need young role models like you. Don't be afraid, man. You don't gotta be perfect to love God, for real.
I love that. I love how y'all pray too. You know, I heard y'all praying before and I was like, you know, that's beautiful just to have that union amongst yourselves, like just that love. It's a special love there. So push that, man. We need more love right now.
Yeah. And anybody out there, like she said, just find that spiritual connection. You know, you got to have that anchor. It can't all be about you. We only humans. The world is so much bigger than us, for real.
I can tell that you were spiritually grounded though, because even before we went live, your energy was just like, it was just love. Like I could feel your energy through the computer. Like you got good energy, and a lot of people ain't got good energy. So keep doing whatever it is you're doing, because it's right.
Can I just say, because I wanted to say so bad, Bia was the first person I've ever interviewed in my whole entire life. And I was so nervous. And from the jump, she just had such great energy. Like Bia always showed me love. Like we just grew up together. She came to Atlanta and was like, girl, what you cooking? Like, let me come over. I'm like, girl, I don't even cook, but like, I will cook for you. Like, I love Bia. Great energy.
Not by accident. She not here by accident, for real.
No, not at all.
I love y'all. This is so beautiful.
Well, Bia, you know, we have been bumping your latest album for certain since it came out at the end of 2020, and we do love it. But I think I speak for everybody when I say we're itching for some new BIA. So is there any new music that we can expect from you in the summer or any exclusives that you could give us on the mix?
So you want some tea?
Oh,
Yeah, we love it.
Hey, baby.
I got some tea.
Yeah, we want the tea.
Okay,
I actually just shot a video for something else. It's crazy in Puerto Rico with my boy Turbo, and we're about to come outside and really shut it down.
Hey.
And you heard it here first. I'm here.
Yes. So, but yeah, other than that, the deluxe is coming out for certain deluxe. And when I tell you, listen, y'all, I don't say this lightly when I say it. I like the deluxe slightly, maybe better than I like the original, if not the so good, y'all. Like, I'm so happy.
Wow.
Don't play with the deluxe.
That makes sense.
A lot more features too. A couple new features on the deluxe, like a few more, and it's just I'm so happy with.
Can you give us some names? Can you give us some names on there? Come on now, this is the mix, baby.
Y'all said spill more tea.
No. I tell you everything. There's not going to be nothing to surprise y'all.
Can we at least get like a date to where we can expect all this wonderful music in our ears?
Okay, I'm trying to get it out by like middle of summer, like right middle of summer. Okay. Definitely before the summer's over, so we could ride out in the summer.
Yes.
We love that.
In that next video, you know, if you need a leading man, holla at me. You know, I got you.
Romeo.
I never forget who was with me from the start. Hello.
Exactly. Look, y'all heard it first on the mix. All right, we got a deluxe album on the way from BIA. It's about to go down. But with that being said, we got to take another break, but we want to thank our favorite cover girl, BIA, for getting into the mix with us, y'all. Y'all be sure to keep streaming A Whole Lot of Money and look out for the deluxe album that's coming out soon for certain. It's going to drop this summer, right? This summer or maybe end of the summer?
This summer.
No particular date?
We can't wait.
Yeah, we love you. We appreciate you. And thank you so much for chopping it up with us on the mix.
I love y'all. Right back. Thank you.
Keep it locked.
Thank you,
BIA. Baby. We love you, BIA.
Welcome back to the mix, everybody. Okay, so our next guest is an on-camera host, journalist, and editorial producer hailing from Queens, New York. Now, you may have seen him on Complex interviewing the greats from Kobe to J-Lo to Obama. Yes. Our former president, Obama. And he really does interviews. So we are mad excited to turn the tables and get to interview him for a change. So everybody, please give it up for the Cozy King and the sweatsuit connoisseur himself, Mr. Speedy Morman.
Yes. What's up, y'all? I'm so happy to be here, and that intro was amazing. The thing that resonated most with me was the nod at my comfortability. So I'm grateful that you mentioned that.
Well, Speedy, hey, no time. Tell the world the truth. Speedy passed you $5 to say all of that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It was a Zelle payment. Okay, I Zelled it. I Zelled it.
Cash these days.
Yeah.
Look, so a lot of people, know about you from your amazing interviews with some of the biggest names in the culture. But I want to know, how did it start and how did it turn into you having your own platform on Complex?
Man, it's been quite the journey. Let me start the journey right in this present moment. And I just want to be honest with y'all. I've not reached the success level of any of you guys because this light that's making me look good may turn out. It's been flickering and I just want to win the room over early and get it out there that if it turns off, we just going to keep rolling and act like that.
This man a real professional, y'all. He's a real professional.
So if it cuts out, y'all just got to keep it pushing with me. But to answer your question, man, it all started many, many years ago. I used to watch red carpets with my mom. And then, I've always been entrenched in just like hip hop culture, being from New York. So there's been so many contributing factors. I have a family of huge personalities. And so I thought of a way to kind of blend all of these things. And when I realized that as a 5'10" person, I wasn't going to get paid to play basketball, I had to figure out what that next plan was going to be. And so it was this blending of, influences from my family and like my likes and interests at the time. And then I went on to Syracuse and studied broadcasting at what some say is the best journalism school in the country. I don't say that, but I'm just happy to have attended. And then after graduating, I started at Complex, and now I'm on the mix on Fox Soul. So that's been my journey.
Aww.
Hell of a journey.
I'll play with the mix.
It's been a crazy journey.
Oh, but look, that's the thing I loved about him just saying that right now. They got a lot of kids out there who want to be NBA players, who want to be rappers, entertainers. And he realized the truth. What is going to be my purpose? What's going to be my journey? And look at him. He's a star in his own right. And that's what it's about. We all have purpose. We all have a calling. You just got to figure it out. I want to ask you though, when did you figure that out?
See, that's the thing. It took me a minute to figure it out, but I'm grateful I figured it out when I did. And it came just about after my freshman year of high school. So I played competitive basketball my whole life, played at one of the best high schools in the country, right? But when I got there, things didn't pan out like I thought it would. And so I was like, okay, I know that this is a passion of mine, but it's probably not going to pay the bills on the court. So how can I still get it to pay my bills? So I was like, okay, I love watching SportsCenter every day. I love watching 106 in Park after school. Like, how can I still get paid to do what I love? And so that's kind of how I came to that realization. And I'm eternally grateful that it happened when it did, because had I not came to that realization, then I may have still tried to, play D3 basketball or something like that. But instead I got a jump start on my education and it brought me here.
Yes,
man.
That's on that beautiful journey. I have to tell you, when I found out that you were going to be on our show, I was mad excited because, for one, I'm a huge fan of your work. And when we found out that we got this show sold, and then I found out I was going to be one of the hosts of the show, I was doing as much research as I could on different hosts that were really killing the game. And I really resonated with you and what you did, mostly because of how fearless you were and are in the questions that you asked. So I have to ask you, do you have any advice for any others who aspire to do the same things that you achieved?
Of course I have advice, but before I get there, I just want to say thank you. That means a lot to me to hear you say that. I just, all we can do is our best, and I continue to try my hardest. And so when it gets acknowledged in a way like that, it truly does mean a lot. But my advice to most people would just be be willing to put in the work. A lot of this looks very glamorous, right? Like, people are watching, the five of you guys, and they're like, wow, here they are. They look amazing. Like, they get to hang out and talk with all these celebrities, and it feels like this super glamorous situation. And therefore they're not willing to put in the legwork that it takes to get there. Like, it's not just coming up here and just talking, there's a lot of work that goes into it, whether that's preparation, whether that's learning tips and tricks on, conversational skills, whether it's, knowing how to formulate a question or order your questions. And so, yeah, man, it's just putting in the work, doing the research. Most people don't want to do that. And so that's why they say it's lonely at the top, because not a lot of people are willing to do what it takes to get there. Everybody want to be there, but when that journey starts to get a little rocky, people start dropping off left and right. So if you're willing to put in the work, that is literally half the battle.
You better drop these gems.
Hey, write this down.
Listen,
this is a master class. I'm just taking notes. Okay.
Oh, stop it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, listen, let's be very real. Throughout your young career, you've been able to interview some of the GOATs. People who we honestly hope to get on our show one day, like President Obama, J-Lo, Jamie Foxx, and the late, great Kobe Bryant. But if you had to choose one person on your bucket list to interview, who would that be?
It's still crazy to hear people tell me that all the time, right? Like, oh, wow, you've interviewed this person. When your head is down in your work and you kind of forget. So to even hear you repeat that list of names back to me is incredible. And I'm honestly just so honored to be here and to be, able to have sat down with some of those people. But I would say there's a few, but the one I've really got my eyes set on is Hove. I would love to sit down. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Just to like have a conversation with Jay, and like y'all know the memes like 100K or dinner with Jay-Z or lunch with Jay. Like I don't even want either of those options. Like I just want to sit down and have a conversation for the culture with Hov. But you know, when you achieve that success, you only speak when you want to. And so I understand if you don't want to, Hov, but I would absolutely love the chance to chop it up with you.
Do you already know what you want to ask them?
Yeah, of course. Here's the thing. Here's another tip that a lot of people, it's just something that I do and have always practiced. I actively prep for interviews that haven't been booked yet. So like I have questions for Hov already. Like I have questions for almost every person. So like when stuff happens in real time, like I write it down. Like there are questions that I've been, question lists that I've been building my entire life to ask certain. Like
what saying, you basically be freestyling questions in your head.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying, it's all preconceived. Like when I get up there, it may seem like a seamless conversation, but that one of those questions may have been 4 years old. Like I've known what I was going to ask Kobe since I was 14 years old. And I just finally got the chance to do it when I was 22, 23. You know what I'm saying? So I do know what I would ask Hov because I already have like a whole interview. Sometimes when I really don't have anything to do, I'll plan a full interview with somebody who hasn't even been booked yet. Just because if you ready, if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. You feel me?
I thought I was the only one who be talking to myself.
Period.
Nah.
Talking to himself.
But I feel like from that, all I'm thinking is, wow, you have to have a really great memory. Like, how do you just remember like something that a question you made up a long time ago? I have the worst memory.
You just write it down right when you got it before it leaves your mind. You just write it down.
But I'm saying when you get in the interview, or have you already practiced that question you wrote down like years ago, or is it just still sitting in your brain?
It's see, if I told you everything, then I wouldn't be me. You know,
It's me trying to that's what's going on. I'm trying to really get into it. So I can,
we're trying to learn from you on our
stop it. I'm on y'all show, please. I'm on y'all show, please. No, honestly though, I have so thankfully we're in a world where it's not like frowned upon to use, cue cards, interview cards that like you can have your questions written down. But I will say, like, I have a whole formula, like a whole even language. So like if I was to hand you the interview card, like right before I'm about to interview somebody, you wouldn't even be able to understand it. Like it's in a language that I can only understand myself. So anyways, I don't have to memorize all the questions, but every question I ask is sequenced in a certain cadence on purpose, because a lot of times you have to work your way to where you need to get. You can't just give the person or give the baby the medicine, right? Sometimes you got to act like it's a choo-choo train, or you have to, give them this and then switch it at the last, so there's a lot that goes into it.
It's a finesse that we all need to learn, apparently, from the master himself.
I wouldn't call myself a master, but I'm just a student to the game, and all I do is try my best. That's it.
Okay, so one thing I know about Complex though is that it's you guys' job to keep some nice pieces in your closet. So I peeped on your IG that you have a crazy shoe game. Now I want to know, are you one of those sneakerheads that pays thousands of dollars for certain shoes?
I am not, absolutely not one of the sneakers. Thousands of dollars for shoes. I'm eternally grateful and honored to be in a position where sometimes a nice pair of shoes will just show up at my front door or in the package room downstairs. So thankfully, I don't have to spend thousands of dollars on shoes.
I'm about to send him some Bugattis right now. He gonna get them.
Oh yeah. Tap in.
I got you.
Yeah, tap in, swing those.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know that you may be a sneakerhead, but I think you're best known for your sweatsuit game, dog. And I peeped on your IG bio, it even says sweatsuit speed. So please tell us where this unique uniform came from.
Uniform is the absolute perfect qualifier for what my wardrobe is. This closet that's right here to my right, I literally have a closet that has only sweatsuits in it and nothing else. But yeah, honestly, like my whole life, I've always hated like subscribing to societal standards of like what people should wear. And also, if we keep it in the buck, like a lot of regular clothes are not comfortable. Like none of y'all can look me in my face and tell me that jeans feel comfortable. There are some that feel more comfortable, but it's nothing more comfortable than a pair of sweats. And so whether it's a sweatsuit, a tracksuit, like I need to feel myself. I need to feel comfortable, like both mentally and literally in the moment. And so I've been, you know, very often the most underdressed person in the room, but like always, God willing, like one of the most capable people in the room at the same time. So, you know, it's just indicative that what you're wearing on the outside is not always an indicator of like who you are on the inside.
Yeah, I like that. Now, you have a new show coming on HBO Max later this year with Offset called The Hype. So I know you probably can't say much about it, but can you tell us what the show will be about?
Yeah, so I'm really excited about this, and thank you for asking about it. It's a show. It's called The Hype. It'll be airing on HBO Max this summer, and basically it is a streetwear competition show. And so it's an opportunity to give up and coming streetwear designers a chance to win a large financial prize and, you know, a look in front of millions and millions of people. A lot of people, you know, strive to be the next big designer, and we wanted to crown that. And so, you know, along with Offset, there's Beffy Gibbs of Union and Marnie Senefonte, who's worked with Beyonce for many, many years. And the four of us are leading the charge on the show and hopefully crowning the next big streetwear designer.
Oh, that's big, man. Can we get a round of applause for that? That's what we need. Putting the light on people who deserve it, for real.
Okay, but I would like to know, how is it working with Offset, and what's something that surprised you about working alongside him?
Man, there was an ice cream truck passing my house. I live in New York, so y'all just kind of have to bear with me with this one. But man, Offset is dope. He's someone who I've been lucky enough to interview a couple times in my career. And he's great, man. Like Offset is dope. He truly, truly cares about the things that he's a part of. And Offset is funny. Like he is one of the funniest people I think I've ever encountered in my life. He just will like randomly just like spurt out an ad lib, like if he's on a track. Like he dances a lot. Just like sporadically and randomly, as do I. And so yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
So you saying Offset, I gotta ask you this. You saying Offset may give Kevin Hart a run for his money in the next big comedy?
Oh yeah. See, it's a different type of comedy though, right? Because like Kev is very intentional with his comedy, whereas Offset, he's just being himself, and it's his being is just hilarious. Like he'll just say something and the room will just erupt in laughter. So, you know, Kev Hart might gotta watch out. Offset coming.
Hey, that may be a dope movie. Offset and Kev Hart. I'm just saying.
Y'all think about that premise for the movie, but we gotta take a quick break. But guess what, y'all? Speedy, he's gonna stay with us into the mix. Okay, we got more hot topics, and he's gonna be joining in on them. So listen, don't go anywhere. All right, we coming right back on Fox Soul. You know the vibes, baby.
Welcome back to the mix, you guys. So let's get right into it with our guest, host extraordinaire, Speedy Morman. So over the weekend, the newest members of the Basketball Hall of Fame were inducted, and by far the biggest name of the greats on that day was the late, great Kobe Bryant. His wife, Vanessa Bryant, was accompanied by Michael Jordan and stole the show as she gave one of the most powerful speeches of the evening. Wearing a Laker purple dress, she started her speech stating that she has never publicly praised Kobe because the fans did enough of that. She also said, and I quote, "Kobe was on a different level. He never took shortcuts when it came to basketball. He gave the game his all." She also went on to tell stories of Kobe playing throughout injuries, having IVs administered during half times, and playing with a broken nose, all for the fans. She ended her speech by saying if Kobe could play every minute of the game, he would. Now, Kobe was truly, a special gift to us all. Sadly, he's not here to continue to get his flowers, but the good part is he received so many while he was here, and he knew that the fans loved him. So, Speedy, I know that you interviewed him before, so I'm going to come to you first. What did you think of Vanessa Bryant's Hall of Fame speech, and what was your experience like interviewing him?
Man, I thought the speech was moving, and it was about as moving as I anticipated it might be. You know, this is one of the few times a year that like the basketball community gets to come together and like sit in the same room, you know, like NBA All-Star is one of them as well. And like, unfortunately this year All-Star was a little different, but the speech was amazing. And like, I loved it, but I would have loved to have heard Kobe make this speech himself. This is something that, you know, I'm sure he dreamed and imagined would happen. And, you know, it would have been special to hear him finally atop this mountain that he, you know, forever tried to climb. But, you know, interviewing him was as special as I thought it would be. You know, Kobe is the only person that I've ever truly idolized in my life. I kind of was raised in a way that like we didn't idolize people, but my uncle was the biggest Kobe fan. And so I wanted to like Kobe because my uncle did. And so, you know, I grew up watching and loving him, and meeting him was exactly as exciting as I always imagined. You know, like they say, never meet your idols. But I always say like, it really depends on who your idol is, because mine was exactly who I thought he was going to be. He was amazing. He was dope. He was cool. He was humble. And he truly did have this aura about him. He walked in the room. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced this, but he had a literal glow around him. Like I was looking at him and he was just like shining. It was incredible. And I'm just honored that I got a chance to sit down and have a conversation with him.
Yeah, man, what he said, Kobe is one of one. And that's why I'm kind of down right now. Just reading, knowing that we had to talk about this, it kind of put everything in perspective. It's like this man worked so hard and did so much, and he's not here. Like you said, he probably wrote that speech when he was 3 years old.
Yeah.
And he wasn't here to do it. And that's the thing with life. We always think we have time. We always think we're going to be here tomorrow. But it's still heartbreaking to me. You know, Vanessa definitely did a great job. I don't know how she held it together, but she definitely got that Mamba mentality as well. I'm sad right now, just thinking about like Kobe. That was my idol too, man. Like Kobe had so many people where you just, you know, he led, you know, and he led by example. And something that I see that you have, that Kobe mentality, is your persistence and preparation.
I appreciate that, man. You know, all we can do is our best, like I say, but, you know, I really, truly did model myself after him. But I'm curious, what did you guys think? Did you guys enjoy hearing Vanessa up there?
I thought it was brave of her to be able to get on the stage, especially how tough of a year she's had, given that, you know, she lost her love of her life. She lost one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And for her to deliver the speech the way that she did, I think gave hope to all the Kobe fans out there, you know, who wish that, like you said, would have been there to been able to receive that himself. But I thought she did a really beautiful job of articulating what she thought about him and what his fans thought about him as well.
Yeah. Gigi and Kobe up there rooting for her. You know, they got her back. She got some guardian angels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, listen, let's stay in the world of basketball, because hip hop superstar J. Cole, who just dropped a #1 album, like I said, has also just made history with his debut into pros with the newly formed African Basketball League. And on top of that, he made the cover of Slam magazine. Yo, it's truly, truly a J. Cole world right now. So I got to ask y'all, what do y'all think of J. Cole's new adventure into pro sports?
Ballin'.
I was gonna say, like he can. I think it's a great way to represent for the culture. Like Antoine just said, he's the #1 album. So like, this is the perfect time to say, you know what? I got this music stuff in the bag. Let me go do something that he's probably very passionate about. And I'm pretty sure he is through watching his music videos. Like basketball seems to be another passion for him. So I think it's incredible that he has the opportunity to do both and do both well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I felt like it was like an ode to his day one fans, because I was there when Cole was doing warm up, the come up, Friday Night Lights. So now he has the off season, and I also felt it was dope that it's like he was a walk on at St. John's. I don't think a lot of people know that. I'm like a big J. Cole fan, and he stopped to pursue his music career. So now he has his music career in the bag. So it's like, now I can do what I really wanted to do before music. Absolutely. So I think that's really dope, and I'm happy for him.
And you
The
know,
Master
also
P
there's
route.
so many basketball players who are rappers and vice versa. So, you know, it only makes sense that now he's going back to his first love and playing basketball and also giving light to the African teams, because I didn't even know there was an African league, you know.
It's new. This is the first year of it. So it was literally his first game was like the first game of the league, but not, you know, I know I'm in the guest seat, but I do ask questions for a living. I got to ask you, Romeo, when it comes to hoops here, can Cole guard you, or is it a, you know what I mean?
Man,
What
I
would
ain't
that
saying
look
nothing
like?
about another rapper. You know, they gonna push it up to tabloids tomorrow. Man, I'm rooting for Cole. But you know, that basketball competitive nature, you know, I think you got to get Michael Jordan out there to guard me. That's just how I feel. But I love what he's doing. He's chasing his dreams. It remind me of what my pops did with Charlotte and Toronto, where he's not putting himself in a box. You know, he's out there showing kids and younger generation, if you believe it, if you put in the work, if you prepare, you could do anything. But I'm just saying, I don't care who on the court, man. Nobody's staying in front of me.
I like that energy.
Romeo,
I love
they're
that.
definitely about to say Romeo challenges Michael Jordan to the hoop.
Oh man, that's not what I said.
It is over.
Y'all, listen, we have to take another break, but we want to thank our guy Speedy Morman for getting into the mix with us tonight and just dropping all the gems, giving us his advice, and you know, just spreading that little light that he got, because he got that Kobe light too. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we were lucky enough to interview him for a chance.
Yeah.
And we have to be back real quick with the hype. And you guys, you got to check out his show on HBO Max when it premieres. Please, it's called The Hype. Be sure to take your eye on Speedy, because he's a face that you are going to see a lot of in the years to come. Please believe.
Thank y'all. I appreciate that.
Pleasure having you, man.
All right, guys.
Such a pleasure.
Yeah, welcome back to the midst, baby. We're almost out of time, but we want to remind you all to make sure you're following our show Instagram page. We're almost at 50,000 followers, baby. You know what that means? I may come on that thing shirtless, but look, we got
You can't wait.
Wait to take your shirt off, I swear.
But look, we got a surprise for all of the fans out there once we hit that goal. So head over to the midst. You know what it is? Only on Fox Soul, baby. Give us that follow for exclusive content. You may see the gun show.
Okay.
Anyway,
Romeo is exactly right. And also, if you're not listening to our Spotify playlist, you're missing out, okay? Each week we update it so you can keep on the hottest new tracks and join our new music chats each week in the comments. Yo, go to the link in our IG bio and download it right now.
Get our followers up, Romeo.
Follow us. Hey, Zane, come over to the mix on Fox Soul, baby. You know what you gonna